Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Aries energy, and we're going to do a 10 card spread for this round and see what's going on with people who harness some high vibe Aries energy. And we have to understand you could be dealing with some people that in their Aries energy might be more inspired by the world or by themselves or their fear or their ego or their defensive nature. And not everybody in your life harnesses high vibe Aries energy, motivated and inspired to kind of be more bold and brave, and has learned lessons in life, has healed, has grown, has matured, willing to do love, and seeing the truth that not everybody, life's about learning lessons, and some people haven't freed themselves from things that manipulate them. And so they might not be open to love. They may never be open to love. You have to you have to make the free will choice, and you have to be willing to take a leap of faith. And some people aren't willing to do that. So we're gonna do the 10 card spread. We're also gonna get an oracle card here. See what it wants to add to the story. Family. From the Mystic Soul's Positive Personality Oracle, family, values, strength, and responsibility. So, High Vibe Aries is about getting in the driver's seat of your own life out of a sense of love. The Chariot card is Cancer energy, where you acknowledge you have a dualistic nature, a more immature nature, and you have a loving nature. And it's not to tip out of balance either way. Love is supposed to be just and fair, so you can be a very loving person, but you have to kind of discipline yourself not to indulge people in poor behavior and not to indulge yourself in poor behavior. The overarching reason for the reading is the Five of Cups. We all have to have victory over the relationships in our past that didn't work out the way we wanted. Offer love to the situation. Realize that not everybody's going to be on the same page as us at any given moment in time, because we're all on our own journey. We all have our own lessons to learn, and we all learn lessons at different times in life. And some people didn't make good decisions in their life and didn't make good decisions when we were in a relationship with them. Everybody's where they're at. So in high vibe energy, we have the or the Six of Wands, the Magician, and the World. High vibe people have taken inspired action to have victory over the things that used to manipulate them in the world. The world can manipulate you, telling you your worth and values based on what you look like or what you wear or how much money you have. And then there can be other people in the world who try to manipulate you to let all these things manipulate you so you'll stay in a relationship with them, and live life the way they live life. And people in high vibe Aries energy are inspired to move forward in life. In high vibe Leo energy, being in life-giving energy, loving yourself, believing in yourself, kind of like being your own best mother, father, coach voice to yourself. So these things don't manipulate you, and instead believing you have the resources to manifest your dreams into reality because you've learned these lessons in life about all these things that can manipulate you. Your own fear, your own insecurity, your pride, your ego, other people in the world. And you're having victory over the devil to get the justice you deserve. We have the devil, then we have a card not showing itself, which is the Queen of Pentacles. What some people don't know about people who harness high vibe Aries energy, which all of us can, we all tap into all the zodiac sign traits and characteristics, either in a more high vibe way, a more worldly way, or a more shadowy way. What some people don't know about some people who harness high vibe Aries energy is that they've learned they were willing to learn lessons in life when there's one pentacle that someone's holding in the tarot. It means they learn lessons in life if they're harnessing high vibe energy. Otherwise, they're more focused on their worldly materialistic nature. And you're rejecting your more worldly materialistic nature because you've learned these lessons in life. You're not as naive and gullible and immature and prideful and egotistical and all those things like you used to be. We've all been there. We all had all these lessons to learn in life. And what people don't know about you is that you've learned to love yourself. Negative energy in the world tries to stop people from loving and believing in themselves, and high vibe energy from giving birth to new things and being authentically themselves and loving themselves. And what people don't know is that you've had victory over the devil, that you've learned to love yourself, and you're rejecting your more, investing your time, energy, and effort into this more worldly view of life because you've aligned with love. Partly because you've dealt with people in your life that didn't work together with you very cooperatively in love. And it helped you become the person that you are today. And then we have the Justice card, the Ace of Wands, and a card not showing itself. You've done this work to love and believe in yourself, to be balanced within yourself is what the Justice card talks about. And believing you deserve justice, that if you treat people in a just and fair, and you're authentic and loving and nurturing, that you deserve to be in relationships with people who are like that also. And you're inspired to have this new beginning. And you're offering in like truth and love to other people in your life for them to do the same work within themselves, to love and believe in themselves, to believe we all do have the resources at any given time in life to start to begin to manifest our dreams into reality, because it kind of all starts in how we think and how we feel and what we believe is possible. Those are the building blocks. And then we can start to put into practice within ourselves. I'm going to align with my more hopeful, believing nature. I'm going to treat myself in a just and fair and loving way. If I kind of don't treat myself that way and I'm kind of belittling and berating myself, well, there's lots of people who would join in on the chorus if I were to live my life that way. And it's knowing it starts within ourselves. I have to take this action to overcome the fact that I've had to learn all these lessons. Other people have all these lessons to learn. Life is about learning lessons. I get out of my ego about it. Everybody was living their life based on how they viewed life, their maturity level, etc. And I'm not going to let the fact that some people hadn't learned how to be very loving, and I'm going to forgive myself for the mistakes I made, and the wands can be about communication. If I need to communicate to people, I'm sorry if I hurt you. I had, high vibe people aren't in their ego. I'm a fallible human being who makes mistakes and had lessons to learn. I'm going to tell people in my world, if I feel that's appropriate, that I'm sorry I hurt you, because we don't want other people being in shadowy energy of the devil, because we had lessons to learn in life, I mean, it doesn't mean everybody that we might meet or communicate with that we want to get back in a more involved relationship with them, but we can offer everybody love and encouragement in the world. We can all know lots of different people that are, and love is what helps heal. But I've also learned not to get in relationships with certain people if they haven't come out on the other side yet. Because I've already been in relationships with people where I offered love and encouragement, but they were kind of had these unresolved issues within themselves, and it never moved forward in a more just and fair and emotionally balanced, loving way. I can offer love and encouragement to people who have dealt with and are dealing with certain situations in their life, but I might not want to get back in a relationship with them if I'd previously been in a relationship with them. I might not want to get in a more involved relationship with them, because I only want to be in relationships with people who have overcome their more worldly, shadowy nature and their past pain and heartbreak. And if they're more about the things of the world, or making their life about the world, or themselves, or indulging in these things of the world, and they haven't seen that the truth is love is what makes it all worthwhile, then I wish you peace, and I'm going to keep moving on my way. Let's go look at what this card is that isn't showing itself. The Seven of Swords. Another thing people don't know about you is that because of the lessons that you've learned in life, you still do have hope and faith and belief in your dreams. You've learned to listen to your intuition. and not to get all caught up in your head about these things of the world that you want. Having some hope and faith and belief that life-giving energy at the big picture represented by God will work with you to help you manifest your dreams into reality if you don't get caught up in your head, be deceiving and manipulating yourself, and then letting things of the world and other people in your life try to confuse you about the truth. You stay focused on your dream and listening to your intuition. And that's what some people don't know. So as people are moving forward in life, our own shadow nature is always going to tempt us to go for the easy fix. Let's go try to feel better. Let's go be in our ego. Let's go indulge. Let's make it more about ourselves, you know? Let's not emotionally grow and mature ourselves. And then we can have people in our life that want to be in relationship with us being in that energy because that's the energy they're in. And it's like, no, I'm going to have victory over that. I wish you peace and love. Might see you out next time I'm out. But the only people that I'm going to invest more of my time, energy, and effort into is people who kind of are on the same page as me. People who I think know what it means to be just and fair in a relationship. People who love themselves, have worked through their past pain and heartbreak, have taken the reins of their dualistic nature not to indulge poor behavior in themselves and others, who move forward in an emotionally balanced, loving way, inspired by love, not more by the worldly dream. And if you have the people in your life that are moving forward with you in that way, aren't being deceptive and manipulative, aren't being controlling or manipulative or trying to get you up in your head or doing hurtful and unkind things, the people that aren't basically working with you cooperatively with love, I think those are people you'll keep your distance from. The people in your life who are willing to work together with you in a just and fair way are the people you're going to keep moving forward, the people you know in your life that you might meet or that you communicate with. If they're willing to move forward with you in that way, those are all people you'll move forward with. But people who are more about ego, trying to manipulate people, are more about creating an illusion in the world. Look how wonderful our life is. But it's not really love that drives and motivates them. Secretly, they're more maybe aligned with the world. And sometimes shadowy people like us to be sad because they're sad. And they like us to make our life all about these things of the world, ego and image and money and materialism, making that the most important thing in our life, or indulgence, because that can be how they live their life. And it's like, you know what? I've probably been there and done that, and that's not how I want to live my life anymore. So what's coming up for people who harness some high vibe Aries energy that they might not see coming up? The Knight of Pentacles. Why? Because of the Nine of Pentacles. Two Virgo energies where you did the inner work. Again, Virgo energy in high vibe is about going within to deal. Why do I act out of my pride and ego? Why do I indulge people in poor behavior? Why do I make these things of the world or my ego or my image or whatever so important? How about I just live my authentic life? And I treat other people the way I like to be treated. And I'm just and I'm fair. Not everybody's going to like me. But if they don't like that I'm a just and fair and loving, balanced person, do I need to indulge them in some way for them to like me? Well, I don't know that I want to be in a relationship with someone who I got to indulge for them to like me. I don't need them to like me. The Virgo energy talks about investing in yourself to know your worth and value and what you bring to the table, and to see the truth that some people might want to be in a relationship with you because you're this balanced, loving person, but they might be offering you these things of the world. And what you're looking for is people who've learned lessons in life, who know that the true gift to give someone is love. And you're giving that gift to yourself to know your worth and value, to be independent of your own more worldly, shadowy energy, and become independent of people who want you to maybe be in relationship with them, but they want you to be in relationship with them for a reason other than love. Could be, this would be good for my ego and image. I want to indulge in a relationship with you. It would make me look victorious and successful if I were to be in a relationship with you. It'd be good for my ego or my image. I want to be able to control you and manipulate you. It's like, no thanks. I'm going to become independent of those people, and I'm going to invest in myself and the people in my life who've learned some of these same lessons in life, who don't get manipulated by all those things. And then I think as you're moving forward that way, there is going to be other people who want to invest in you. And you've just learned to listen to your intuition, to not be tempted by your more worldly nature, to, if you're in a romantic relationship, if they're just and fair and authentic and loving and, in high vibe energy, you're going to keep moving forward with those people. If you're not in a romantic relationship, or you feel like you're in one where people kind of, the dream never really comes into reality, with some of those people, you might be sad that they're not willing to work together with you in that way. But that's how you want, that's your idea of the dream relationship, and that might not be their idea of the dream relationship. And we can be sad that certain people aren't willing to work with us in a more just and fair and balanced way, but we're no longer going to deceive ourselves about who's who. And we've probably seen which people in our life we need to distance ourselves from, and who are the people that maybe we should move forward with and, get to know and invest more time, energy, and effort into. What's coming up for the people who harness a more worldly, shadowy Aries energy that they might not see coming up? The Seven of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords, because of the Six of Swords. So when people act kind of shadowy in a relationship, immature, prideful, manipulative, bossy, controlling, trying to confuse people about the truth, trying to deceive people, manipulate people, tempt people in their more worldly nature, they can have loving and encouraging people in their life, but eventually the loving and encouraging people eventually see the truth. The Six of Swords looks at life from a higher perspective, and they're moving away from the Five of Swords, which can be people that have mental conflict about the truth, people who have mental conflict about looking at life from a higher perspective or keeping life in perspective, like in balance. High vibe Virgo, I view it as being in balance because it's represented by the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles are these things that we want in the world. Some people just want the things of the world to look like a shining star in the world. Other people know it's about a balance of both. Yes, I want some of these things of the world. I want stability and security and enjoy some of the finer things in life, but I'm not willing to sacrifice love and justice and fairness and authenticity for those things. High vibe Virgos learn lessons. People who harness high vibe Virgo energy within themselves have learned it's a balance. I want these things, but I also want just, fair, loving, authentic, warm, encouraging, supportive relationships. And some people are willing to sacrifice that because they're more about themselves, and it has to be more about them, or they want those things of the world more. It's more important than love. And other people see the truth that their idea of the dream life and dream relationship is different. They see through the emotional confusion and the illusion. And so now those people are doing this work within themselves to be balanced within themselves. To the King of Pentacles, the kings can talk about how we present ourselves in the world and the action that we're taking. High vibe people in their life have freed themselves from the things that used to manipulate them. They've healed. They saw the truth. When we can get in relationships, we've all been in our more worldly nature. We've all been caught up in all these things of the world that we wanted to indulge in. We've all been more about ourselves. We've all been more about ego and image and indulgence. But as time went by, high vibe people realized this didn't work out the way I wanted. I'm sad. And they're willing to do this work to figure out why these things that I thought I was going to invest in and all these things I got caught up in or indulged in, it wasn't the answer. And so then they did this work within themselves to get more balanced within themselves, to love themselves, and it helped them kind of look at life differently and see the truth. High Vibe Virgo is about seeing the truth. Love is what makes it all worthwhile. If I go indulge in something in the world, because I am sure that's going to make me happy, but I don't love myself, I can become quite codependent on those things and I could develop an addiction. Some people's addiction is ego and image and money and materialism because they're sure if they have enough of it, then their life will be great. And for some people, enough is never enough. There's never enough attention. There's never enough money. There's never enough accolades. There's never, for some people, enough is never enough. And other people have learned to, I view the King of Pentacles as high vibe Capricorn. Shadowy Capricorn is the devil. We have our worldly nature, or we put in work and effort to grow and mature ourselves, heal from past pain and heartbreak, and forgive ourselves for the lessons we've had to learn in life, forgive others, so that we can be free of it. And then we're a more emotionally grown and matured person because we've healed and we've seen the truth and we believe there's a higher truth and justice to aspire to in the world than just me or these things of the world. Another thing the more shadowy people might not see coming is, eventually people who listen to their intuition or are kind of motivated to overcome their fears and insecurities and self-limiting beliefs, eventually those people move on from some people. And the people who might end up staying in a relationship with someone who's kind of shadowy might be other people that's their truth too. They're kind of caught up in the illusion of the world. I want to be in a relationship to have these things of the world. That's my truth. That's what I think is just and fair. Well, you can either have the things of the world, and if you think that's just and fair, then you'll be happy. Other people, the Justice card is like a major arcana, like universe card. If you really want your divine inheritance, you have to have victory over your more worldly nature and like defensiveness to love. That's how you'll really move forward victoriously because you're working. The Chariot is like a universe card too. You're inspired to believe there's more to this world than just what the world tells you, and there's more to work with than what the world tells you. And you do have your intuition, your creativity, your imagination, your unique certain talent, skills, and interests, and that is getting your divine inheritance. So you can settle for worldly justice, or you can settle for kind of in alignment with the divine. And high vibe people are becoming independent of the more worldly view of life to go get the victory, their divine inheritance. And they're going to go take that action from an emotionally balanced place of love to go get it and to go communicate with other people in their life who they think are on the same page as them. And the other people will probably keep living their life the way they live it, be perfectly happy and fine. It's just not everybody's the way they want to live life is the way other people want to live their life. And everybody's looking to find the people who are on the same page as them. And they'll probably find someone who's on the same page as them. They just might be kind of sad because both of them could be people who live more from their mind than their heart. Maybe don't really work together cooperatively from love because neither of them are building a foundation based on love. But they think it's just and fair. It makes them look victorious and successful in the world. So that's how they're going to live their life. So there you go, Aries energy. I wish you peace, love, and joy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.